Whoa, that's a big pyramid. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Computer Science. I'm standing next to the pyramids in Egypt. I just flew out here randomly over Thanksgiving break. Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. I don't have the money, and you can't travel anywhere right now. But wouldn't it be cool if we could use computers to travel to all these different cool places around the world and never actually have to leave our living room or buy a plane ticket? Well, we can. We've been working with Google Street View and Google Maps for the last couple of weeks. And now what we're going to do is we're going to see how Street View can get off a car and onto a lot of other things and be used to kind of map out and show all these cool places around the world. And we're going to get a chance to take a field trip today, a field trip to a bunch of places that I've picked out that I think you're going to find pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and talk today about how we can use Street View to take field trips around the world. So Street View, we talked about it last time, and we talked about how this camera attached to a car travels around on a bunch of roads, and it takes this 360-degree bubble picture and then uses computers to put that bubble together and make it look like we're actually standing on the road looking up and down and around and all over the place, like we were right there. And we went around Carlisle, and we maybe went to your own house, and it was kind of cool to see photographs, not live video, but photographs that were taken then from the street. But wouldn't it be cool if we could go places that cars can't go? We kind of saw that we could find the school, but we couldn't go on the playground. Well, what if we could? And how would we do that? Well, the way that we're going to do that is by taking that Street View camera and putting it onto a backpack, or putting it onto a horse, or putting it onto a boat, or lots of different things. Here, let me show you. I'm going to pull up my digital whiteboard here. Here's the car that we saw last time. But we could also take this same camera, this thing right up here, and maybe we could put it like on a backpack. Now we could take it on a trail, or we could take it up a mountain. We could take it rock wall climbing. We could take it on a boat to the ocean, all sorts of places by wearing this backpack around. We could put it on a trolley. A trolley like this would let us wheel it around inside of buildings. So we could go to places like the White House, and we could go to places like the Taj Mahal and see what it's like on the inside. We could put it on a snowmobile. We could take it up to the Arctic Ocean and drive around. And even though like cars would get stuck on the ice, a snowmobile would have no problem getting around and mapping what it looks like way up in Alaska. We could put it on a tricycle, something like a scooter that would let us go on paths and small roadways and get really, really good shots of the destinations that we want to see today. So I have a couple of videos that really go into depth about how we take the camera off the car and put it into different places like backpacks. And I'm going to have you watch those videos now. So you'll pause this one, watch those, and then you're going to come back to this video, and I will then show you how to take a virtual field trip. You're going to take a field trip around the world today. So you're going to do that after you watch the other two videos I've posted here in Google Classroom. So pause the video and then come back to me when you're done. Second grade, let's take a look at Street View, and we're going to take a field trip. So let's go field tripping around the world right now. I've got a spot on my website. Here it is, just for us. And so I'm going to have you click on the 2 for second grade and then scroll down. And while we've been going to Google Maps, I'm actually going to have you click on this Street View man right here. And when it does, it opens up a website. And these are places that I've already picked out that I want you to try and visit today. So we've got the Great Pyramids, which are in Egypt. We've got the Eiffel Tower in France. The Niagara Falls sits between Canada and the United States. The Grand Canyon's in Arizona. The Kennedy Space Center is in Florida. This one is actually broken. I should take that off. So don't click on this one. The Mayan Pyramids, those are down in Mexico. The Great Wall of China is in China. The USS Iowa is in California. It's the real battleship. And the USS Mohawk is somewhere sunk in the ocean. We've got a submarine in the Liwa Desert in the Middle East. These are all places I want you to try and visit. So to click on one of these sites, you need to click on the word, not on the name. But when you click on the words, it'll load a new tab and take you, in this case, to the pyramids of Egypt. And from here, we can use our same kind of skills that we did last time. We click and drag to look around. And when we see that little arrow show up, we can actually click that arrow and walk that direction. So I'm going to walk this way over here and take a look around. My goodness, these giant pyramids are huge. And as I get closer and closer to them, I see, holy moly, they are made out of giant stones. It's not one piece, it's just stone upon stone, all set on top of each other. And the crazy thing about these pyramids is that those stones were laid before people had machines. They were all laid by hand. Yeah, people put all of these here with their own hands without the help of cranes or bulldozers or anything. I think that's pretty remarkable, especially how high they are. Now from here, you're going to make some observations. If you have that sheet that I think I sent home with you, or with the packet stuff, then you want to get that out. Otherwise, I also put it into Google Classroom, or you can just get out a piece of paper and do this too. If you visit the pyramids of Giza, then you're going to want to say, all right, so I noticed that the pyramids of Giza are, and then let's do some observations. I think that they are big. That's a big one. Pyramids of Giza are big, and they are rocky, or maybe it's really dusty or sandy, it looks like. Really dry. Those are all words that I would use to describe the pyramids of Giza. So I want you to write down 2 observations from this place that you visit. Once you've written those down, you can spend some more time and maybe go down this way or take a look at that pyramid. But when you're done and ready to go on to another one, we're going to go up to the tab at the top, and we click the X on the tab to close it out. It takes me back to my website, and now I'm able to pick any of these other ones to do. Maybe I'll go here to the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Wow, look at this. Here's a space shuttle. When I click and drag, I can see there, and I'm going to look behind me as well, and oh, I can walk this way. There's another space shuttle. Cool. So when I go to describe this space shuttle, I might say, or this area might say it's like the Kennedy Space Center has space shuttles. And let me also look. Whoa, look at me. Look up. Holy moly. This is a super tall building. I noticed that the Kennedy Space Center, there we go. Wow, look how tall that ceiling is very tall. It's full of metal. Those are all words that I could use to describe the Kennedy Space Center here. Full of machines and different, I'm walking. Well, look at that. I walked underneath the space shuttle. That's crazy. That's cool. We're going to describe this with 2 words, either on that sheet I gave or on your own piece of paper, and then we'll come back, close it, and do another one. I want you to try and visit each one of these sites today. I want you to try and describe each one of these sites, except that International Space Station one. Describe it with at least 2 words or more if you can, and and then have fun looking around and seeing like all the different ways that we've taken the Street View Cam to places like a desert and in the water and on submarines, all over the place. It's really neat. So enjoy your virtual field trip and let me know what you have discovered when I see you next.